subscribe YouTube channel. I'm Ashish Bhargav and welcome to another episode of Deep Dive. And in this session, we discuss about significance and eligibility criteria for national party. So as we know that this is very important topic because as we know, the national party, the Aam Aadmi Party has become the ninth national party of our country. So that this is very important session. So we will got to know the each and every concept in simple and lucid manner so that you will got to know the very crystal clear, because the best way to know about current affairs is to study newspaper and magazines. So one should study magazine on daily basis to be updated on current affairs. And here is the quote is a little progress each day adds up to a big result. And here is failure is the only the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. So as here we talk about the simple things that how the national party was outcome, what is the role of election commission of India, and we will discuss about कि हमारे कंट्री में ये लेफ्ट विंग राइट विंग क्या होती है. तो जो हमारे मेन नेशनल पार्टीज़ हैं, ऑल इंडिया तृणमूल कांग्रेस, बहुजन समाज पार्टी, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया एंड भारतीय जनता पार्टी एंड कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया मार्क्सिस्ट, इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस एंड नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी. ठीक है, लेटर ऑन ये हमारे अर्लियर सिनारियो ये था. उसके बाद अगर बात देख करें तो ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी, इट वाज फाउंडिंग ईयर कब था इनका, 1980 में इस्टेब्लिश हुआ. एंड हु वाज द फाउंडर? भारतीय जनसंघ फाउंडेड बाय श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी, या भारतीय जनसंघ के फाउंडर थे. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस 1885 में इस्टेब्लिश की थी बाय A.O. ह्यूम के द्वारा, जो हमारे फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट थे W.C. बैनर्जी. कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया अगर मार्क्सिस्ट की बात करें तो 1964 में इस्टेब्लिश हुई थी बाय P. सुंदरैया एंड E.M.S. नामृदवत एंड अदर्स. ऑल इंडिया तृणमूल कांग्रेस AITC जो इस्टेब्लिश हुई थी 1998 में इस्टेब्लिश हुई थी, जिसके फाउंडर थे ममता बनर्जी. और बहुजन समाज पार्टी जो इस्टेब्लिश हुई 1984 में, जिसके फाउंडर थे काशीराम. नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी NCP जो 1999 में स्टार्ट हुई, जो किसने स्टार्ट किया? शरद पवार, P.A. संगमा एंड तारिक अनवर. और उसके बाद स्टार्ट होती है कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया की सरकार 1925 में. सो विल डिस्कस अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स इन वेरी डिटेल एंड मैनर्स. देखो ये इंडियन एक्सप्रेस की आर्टिकल है. इसमें क्या चीज़ें मेंशन की गई है. दिसंबर 8 की ये आर्टिकल है. इसमें मेंशन किया गया, आफ्टर विनिंग ऑलमोस्ट 30% द वोट इन गुजरात, आप इज सेट टू बिकम नेशनल पार्टी. व्हाट डज इट मीन? सो आम आदमी पार्टी वॉन 5 सीट्स इन गुजरात असेंबली इलेक्शन ऑन थर्सडे इवनिंग. तो उसके बाद उसमें ऑलमोस्ट 30% वोट जो था, इट वॉज सेट अप टू रिकॉग्नाइज द नेशनल पार्टी बाय द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया. नेशनल पार्टी होती क्या है? सो दिस नेम वो सजेस्ट द पार्टी विद द नेशनल प्रेजेंस as opposed to a regional party with the presence only a particular state or region. So अगर किसी पार्टी को नेशनल पार्टी बननी होती है तो हमें क्या चीज़ें करनी होती है? इट्स रिकॉग्नाइज इन एटलीस्ट 4 states, और if its candidates polled at least 6% of valid votes in any 4 or more states in the last Lok Sabha or assembly election, and has at least 4 MPs in the last Lok Sabha polls, or if it has won at least 2% of the total seats in the Lok Sabha from not less than 3 seats, or we can say to be recognized as a state party or party needs. ये सारे कंडीशन था, इनमें से किसी एक कंडीशन को फुलफिल करनी होती है. ये तो 6% वोट शेयर इन द लास्ट असेंबली इलेक्शन, एटलीस्ट 2 MLAs. ये तो 6% वोट शेयर इन द लास्ट लोक सभा इलेक्शंस फ्रॉम द स्टेट, एटलीस्ट 1 MP फ्रॉम द स्टेट. At least 3% of the total number of seats or 3 seats, whichever is more in the last assembly election, or at least 1 MP is every 25 members in any fraction, or at least 8% of total valid votes in the last assembly election of Lok Sabha from the state. Now moving further, इसमें क्या चीज़ें मेंशन कर दी है? where the AAP stand for. So certain practical benefits flow from the being recognized as a national party. The election symbol like Aam Aadmi Party broom, which is jhadu, are reserved for use by their candidate across the country, and they are eligible to get land in Delhi to build a party office. इसमें बेनिफिट्स क्या मिलते हैं? पार्टी बनने के बाद आपको एक लैंड दी जाती है इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया से और पार्टी ऑफिस के लिए. उसके बाद 40 स्टार कैंपेनर्स, जो आपके पहले 20 होते थे, अब आपको 40 स्टार कैंपेनर्स अलाउड होती हैं. How they are defined? Election Commission of India has laid down a specific criteria जो मैंने already discuss की. So where does AAP stand for? Citizen Party very large vote shares in Delhi and Punjab in Goa elections in March and won 6.67% of the vote. Going to the current election, it needed 6% in either Gujarat or Himachal. That would be the fourth state, and would qualify it for recognition as a national party, while Aam Aadmi Party got only 1% vote in Himachal. It's almost 13% in Gujarat, is more than double what it required. Which parties are national? अभी हम देखें तो बीजेपी है, कांग्रेस है, तृणमूल कांग्रेस है, सीपीआई मार्क्सिस्ट, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी, बहुजन समाज पार्टी एंड कांग्रेस संगमा नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी, जो कि ये संगम नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी नॉर्थ ईस्ट की फर्स्ट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है, which was recognized in 2019, was the official result of Gujarat election and announced AAP will become the 9th party to be recognized as a national party. वो डिटेल मैडम डिस्कस करते हैं क्या क्या होती है. यह नेशनल पार्टी उससे पहले रीजनल और स्टेट पार्टी कहलाती है, जो पार्टी सिक्योर करती है एटलीस्ट 6% ऑफ वैलिड वोट्स इन द स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली इलेक्शन. दे मस्ट विन ऑफ लोकसभा सीट फॉर एवरी 25 सीट और एटलीस्ट 2 सीट्स इन लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली इलेक्शन. वो कहलाती है हमारी स्टेट पार्टी. A party that secure at least 6% of valid votes in Lok Sabha election or assembly election in 4 states, वो कहलाती है national party. Independent candidate, a candidate who wishes to contest in either or the parliamentary state assembly but does not have an affiliation with the other parties may contest the election as the independent candidate. Just a second. So we can say that so other parties may contest the election as an independent candidate. Now moving further, what is political party? A political system key element is the political party. A political party is a type of organization with leaders, adherents, policies and programs. Its supporters may be formally affiliated with the party or may provide its support without being formally affiliated. There are various groups. Parties can be distinguished based on their leaders, policies, programs, as well as their belief and internal working. So, political party primary characteristic that sets it apart from other organization is that the main goal to seize power. A pressure group, interest group, or non-party civil society organization often does not strive to gain power. In contrast to a political party, however, these groups occasionally run in elections. So political parties serve as crucial ties between the federal government in the state or society, and we can say that a political parties impact debates and policies on issues affecting the interest of diverse social groups in a political system. So party system है कितने हमारे इंडिया में? तो देखें there are 3 types of party system हमारे कंट्री के अंदर है. 1 party system, 2 party system और multi party system. So 1 party system की बात करें, there is not any competition under a 1 party system. Here there is only 1 party that nominates candidates and there are only 2 options available to voters not voting at all, and indicate if you support the party nominees by writing yes or no next to their names. Such a political structure has been prevalent in communist and autocratic nations in like China. तो चाइना में क्या है हमारा वन पार्टी सिस्टम है. So there is no democracy at all. China, North Korea, Cuba, they are a one party system. This system was also common in the USSR before communism failed. Our USSR was disintegrated in which year? 1992. Right. So the one party system में क्या होता है like in China, North Korea and Cuba. So the political structure has been prevalent in communist. Right. और उसमें जब communist होती है तो we can say कि one party rule वहाँ पे चल रही होती है. So no other party is allowed to contest an election. Two party system में क्या होती है? The two main dominating parties alternative holding the reins of power in a two party system. So therefore in order to win the election the winner must receive the most votes. Please be aware though that a majority of votes does not necessarily equal to the maximum number of votes. And as a result the smaller parties frequently combine with the larger party or withdraw from elections. Canada में, Great Britain में, where two parties possesses the most seats and type of parliamentary system is in the place. Now we say about the importance of political parties in Indian polity. See, without political parties, there cannot be a democracy. Make sure. Without political party के कहाँ पे democracy हो ही नहीं सकती. फिर तो वहाँ पे autocracy होगी, मतलब एक government, एक राजा होगा, king का rule होगा, monarchy होगी. So this is evident from the role that political parties play. Suppose there is no political party, in which case there would be no independent candidate in the election. Any candidate cannot effectively promise the public in a significant change in government policy. In such a case, nobody would be in charge of managing the nation. Only a representative's democracy can endure throughout time, and political parties are the organization that collects various points of view and submit them to the government. ऑब्वियस जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज होती हैं हमारी कंट्री की तो ऑब्वियस ही है कि वो कहाँ से काम करेंगे. सो कंट्री का स्ट्रक्चर ही ऐसा बना होता है कि इन एवरी कंट्री वेयर इज डेमोक्रेसी देयर मस्ट बी एन जुडिशियरी सिस्टम एंड देयर मस्ट बी एन वी कैन से legislature, or we can say executive, and we can say that legislature. So legislature, executive and judiciary system. So all in a parliamentary form of governance, the executive is responsible to the legislature, right? So feature of an Indian party के देखें तो one party dominant system, the two party system in Britain and US are not comparable to the party system in use in India. So prior to independence, the Congress served as a broadly based nationalist organization. Since then, it was involved into the country's main political force. Because of this, Indian political commentators like Maurice Jones have referred to the Indian party system as one party dominance. So what are the difference? अब देखते हैं कि जो पार्टी के बारे में तो हमारी हमने बात कर ली. Now we will see the what is right wing and left wing politics is. Right wing and left wing politics is. So left and right wing politics are two political extremes. The origin of these two notions may be tracked back to the French Revolution. और दोनों की origin कहाँ से होती है? Left और right wing की French Revolution से, which was happened in 1789. So namely the sitting arrangement in the French states generally in 1789. Left-wing members favored the French revolutions and establishment of a democratic republic, and right-leaning ones favored old institution. What does left mean? So left का मतलब होता है कि in term left refers to individuals and organizations who liberal viewpoints. This usually indicates they are favor of progressive change, and particularly those aimed at achieving greater social and economic equality. So the term far left is frequently used to refer to radical revolutionary ideologies such as communism and socialism. So people and organizations on the left, as well as we can say, are believe they espouse are collectively referred as a left or right, left or left wing. And then what about the right wing? Right का मतलब होता है is conservative individuals or organization. This is to say they are typically inclined to the preserve current circumstances and institution. and alternatively they may wish to preserve old ones while limiting change. And far right ideas such as fascism and certain repressive ideologies are frequently associated with the far right, and the right or right wing refers to individuals and organization as well as their political belief. So Indian scenario की बात करें तो इंडिया में there have been two major parties in power at the center. The BJP is known as right wing party and with a more conventional attitude among them. However, the party's ideas जो होती हैं वो shifting towards a mixed approach to the welfare state this term, and Congress has an incline towards right politics. So India extreme left would be represented by the parties such as Communist Party of India, Marxist. So now what does it mean, the like right wing and left wing? So primary distinction left or right wing politics is the former emphasize equality, freedom की बात करने वाला, rights, progress, reforms. तो right left wing की जो political philosophy होती है that is liberal, and the right wing political philosophy that would be conservative. जैसे अभी आप देखें ऋषि सुनक belongs to conservative party, which is known to be a one is there are two parties in UK only. One is Labour Party, and second is, we can say, Conservative Party. So the Conservative Party, which means that we can say right wing politics. So Rishi Sunak is from the Conservative Party. So there are two dominant party in UK. One is Labour Party and second is Conservative Party. So left wing और right wing की अगर बात करें तो political philosophy इनकी liberal होती है और right wing की conservative होती है. So left wing is named after the anti-monarchy rebels who sat on the left side of the hall during the French Revolution. There is no difference. दोनों की origin आपकी French Revolution से ही होती है. And left wing is named after the anti-monarchy rebels who sat on the left side of the hall during the French Revolution. Right. एक राइट साइड में बैठा था यहाँ पे और एक लेफ्ट साइड में हॉल के. एंड लेफ्ट विंग दे थिंक दैट एक्सपैंडिंग द गवर्नमेंट इन्वॉल्वमेंट विल बी बेनिफिशियल टू सोसाइटी. राइट विंग दे बिलीव दैट व्हेन द इंडिविजुअल राइट एंड सिविल लिबर्टी आर प्रायोरिटाइज्ड एंड द गवर्नमेंट इज लेस इन्वॉल्व, द बेस्ट रिजल्ट कैन बी अचीव्ड. वाइल वी कैन से लेफ्ट विंग हमेशा सोचती है सोशल इक्वालिटी, पॉपुलर सोवरेनिटी, नेशनल डिटर्मिनेशन, नेशनल लिबरेशन मूवमेंट, कलेक्टिविज्म, मार्क्सिज्म के बारे में. वाइल राइट विंग सोचती है कैपिटलिस्ट सोसाइटी जहाँ पे कंजर्वेटिज्म हो, रोमांटिक नेशनलिज्म हो, कस्टम्स फॉलोड इन द कल्चर. राइट लेफ्ट विंग टॉकिंग अबाउट माइनॉरिटी राइट्स, इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी, गन कंट्रोल, एनवायरमेंटल प्रिजर्वेशन, improved educational opportunities and social safety nets for those who need them, and just a few of the issues that need to be addressed. And if you talk about the right wing, so at the national or federal level, there is a limited government. Local governments should have the most power over choices and impact the people in their communities and personal property rights and individual liberty. So if you talk about in the left wing, so economic policy includes income equality, higher tax rates for the rich, increased government investment on social services and infrastructure, and tighter business controls. While we talk about right wing, so economic policy focuses on reduced government expenditure, lower taxes and less regulation for companies. So if you talk about left wing populist view, it places a greater emphasis on the egalitarian principle. मतलब हमेशा equality की बात करने वाला, that on horizontal exclusion. While the right-wing populism is we can say, political philosophy that appeals to regular people who believe their rights are being violated. And the left-wing believes that one of all citizens' fundamental rights is the access to free healthcare in favor of universal healthcare, while this is opposed government provided universal healthcare and support Medicare competition. So this is the main difference of left and right-wing politics. So how the evolution of political parties in India since independence? So they can 1952 through 64, the Nehruvian era of national consensus. सबसे पहले कांग्रेस पार्टी आती है, that was dominant party in Indian democracy, was essentially a one-party system as termed as a Congress system. Congress फिर involve होती है as a party that was a big umbrella, and we can say under which communities and interest or ideologies sought to got a place. And there were many small parties competing with Congress, but they are acted mainly as a kind of pressure groups. 1964 से 77 का जो पीरियड था, दैट वाज एन अनईजी ट्रांजिशन. जब डेथ होती है जवाहरलाल नेहरू की 1960 एंड 1967, इलेक्शन पोज्ड challenges to dominance the Congress system. And the Congress होती है that failed to secure majority in the 8 states, and its majority in the Lok Sabha was reduced to very narrow 54% of the seats. Regional parties start होती है growing all over the country. The dismal performance of the Congress led to the series of power struggle within Congress. Ultimately क्या होता है, the party was split होती है 1969 में, with Indira Gandhi supremacy was established both in party and the government. However, some leaders like Morarji Desai in Gujarat and J.P. Jayaprakash Narayan in Bihar carried out a successful movement against Congress के corruptions and arbitrary rule के बारे में. And this movement peaked in 1975, and when Indira Gandhi, for the first and only time in Indian history, decided to impose an internal emergency, because party decided कि अगर ये चीज़ें ऐसी होंगी तो obvious that party split हुई 1969 में. लाइक कांग्रेस की स्प्लिट और एक बार हो रखी है. अगर आपने हिस्ट्री को अच्छे से रीड किया होगा तो 1907 में सूरत एक स्प्लिट हुई थी, जिसमें कि एक्सट्रीमिस्ट एंड वी कैन से ये दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हुई थी. सो दैट देयर मूवमेंट पिक्ड इन 1975 एंड इंदिरा गांधी फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम एंड ओनली टाइम इन इंडियन हिस्ट्री डिसाइडेड टू इम्पोज एन इंटरनल इमरजेंसी. फिर तो ये पीरियड आता है 1970 से 1980 का. सो ए पीरियड ऑफ न्यू कंसेंसस एंड इंटर पार्टी कन्फ्लिक्ट होती है. सो न्यू कोएलिशन एमर्ज लेड बाय जनता पार्टी 1977 में. दिस लेड टू एमरजेंस ऑफ अ मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम इन इंडिया. बहुत सारे स्मॉलर पार्टीज होती हैं हैड कम टुगेदर टू फाइट द कांग्रेस डोमिनेंस rather than any ideological consensus. But the lack of ideological coherent policy led to fall of Janata Party, and Congress gained rise in power in 1980s. 80s 89 का जो पीरियड था, the tussle between the Congress and the center and newly emerged regional party at the state level. So यहाँ पे frivolous use of precedent rule under Article 356. However, the regional parties got strengthened and started playing a more assertive role in central politics. और 8 लोकसभा जो इलेक्शन हुए थे 1984 में, तेलुगु देशम और रीजनल पार्टी ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश emerged as a main opposition party. देखिए जब अपोजिशन थी नहीं कांग्रेस के टाइम में, द इनिशियली द टाइम ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस एंड टिल 90s के टाइम में, तो ऑब्वियस देयर वाज वन डोमिनेंट पार्टी इन आवर कंट्री, दैट वाज कांग्रेस. सो उसके बाद में देखेंगे कि 1989 से टिल डेट तक अभी द मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम विथ कोएलिशन पॉलिटिक्स. The death of Rajiv Gandhi, corruption cases before scandal, economic crisis, all set to tone of era of coalition that has lasted for almost 25 years of coalition government. जब मॉडर्न एरा में कोएलिशन मतलब दो पार्टी के बीच में कोएलिशन होनी स्टार्ट हुई, लाइक कांग्रेस एंड वी कैन से एनी रीजनल पार्टी. एंड अगेन क्या हुआ कि दैट हैज़ कम टू इनटू बीइंग एज अ consequence of the development of multi party system. So however this period is marred by compulsion or coalition. Growth of regional parties also led to rainbow coalition, so called, because like a rainbow they last only a short time. नेक्स्ट पीरियड स्टार्ट होती है 69 से 99 में. हर 3 जनरल इलेक्शंस होती हैं. फर्स्ट जनरल इलेक्शन होता है आपका 1951 में. द फर्स्ट लोकसभा जो इलेक्शंस होती हैं दैट वाज डन इन द 1951. सेम ईयर में यू विल सी कि यहाँ पे हमारा फर्स्ट 5 ईयर प्लान स्टार्टेड. First 5-year plan started. So with cost a lot of public money. So public paralyzes the delay in decision making and bills all result from coalition. So emergency का time है, coalition coordination can lead to unacceptable delays. तो registration कौन करता है political parties के? Registration of political parties governed by the provision of section 29A of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951. So a party seeking registration under the said section with the commission has to submit an application to the commission within a period of 30 days following the date of its formation as per guidelines prescribed by the Election Commission of India in exercise of power conferred by the Article 324 of the Commission of India and Section 29A of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951. To eligible a National Party of India, आपको मैंने बता दिया एटलीस्ट 6% होनी चाहिए, वैलिड वोट्स होनी चाहिए, 6% वैलिड वोट्स होनी चाहिए, पोल इन एनी 4 और मोर स्टेट्स में, एट जनरल इलेक्शन टू द हाउस ऑफ पीपल और टू स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. इसके अलावा एटलीस्ट 4 सीट होनी चाहिए हाउस ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम एनी स्टेट और स्टेट्स, जैसे कि अभी आम आदमी पार्टी के पास 4 स्टेट्स मिल चुकी हैं उनकी. वन इज़ पंजाब, दिल्ली, गोवा एंड गुजरात. So at least it wins at least 2% seats in the House of People, that is 11 seats. So in the existing House having 43 members, and these members are elected from at least 3 different states. State political party को इसकी criteria क्या होती है? It secure at least 6% of the valid votes polled in the state at general election, either to the House of the People or to the Legislative Assembly of the state concerned. So in addition it will win 2 सीट और 3% सीट चाहिए इनको टोटल नंबर ऑफ सीट्स के लिए लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली ऑफ द स्टेट. अगर बेनिफिट्स की बात करें यहाँ पे, इफ़ द पार्टी रिकॉग्नाइज एज अ स्टेट पार्टी, इट इज़ इंटाइटल्ड टू एक्सक्लूसिव अलॉटमेंट ऑफ इट्स रिजर्व सिंबल्स दी जाती है इनको, एंड कैंडिडेट सेटअप बाय द स्टेट. एंड सो रिकॉग्नाइज, इफ अ पार्टी इज रिकॉग्नाइज एज अ नेशनल पार्टी, इट इज़ इंटाइटल्ड फॉर एक्सक्लूसिव अलॉटमेंट फॉर इट्स रिजर्व सिंबल टू द कैंडिडेट सेटअप बाय द और इट्स थ्रू आउट इंडिया. सो रिकॉग्नाइज स्टेट और नेशनल पार्टीज need only one proposer for filling the nomination and also entitled for 2 sets of electoral rolls free of cost at the time of revision of rolls, and their candidates get 1 copy of electoral roll free of cost during general election. So political party जब entitled होती है स्टार कैंपेनर्स में, पहले उनको 20 मिलती है, and आप once we got the once you recognize as a national party, so you will get 20 more star campaigners. So the travel expenses of star campaigners are not to be accounted for the election expenses accounts for the candidate for their party. So how the national party defined? So Election Commission of India has laid down the technical criterion for the party to recognize the national party, so which we have already discussed. So as per the ECI political party election symbol 2019 handbook, political party would be considered national party if the criteria first recognize as the 4 or more states. So the second criteria is if its candidate polled at least 6% of total valid votes. The third one, if it has won at least 2% of total seats. And अगर स्टेट पार्टी को रिकॉग्नाइज करना है तो एटलीस्ट 6% वोट शेयर इन द लास्ट असेंबली इलेक्शन एंड हैव एटलीस्ट 2 MLAs, और हैव 6% vote share in the last Lok Sabha elections from the state and at least 1 MP from the state. So where does the Aam Aadmi Party fit into this scheme? So Aap is in power with a big majority and very large vote shares. जहाँ पे दिल्ली, पंजाब, गोवा असेंबली इलेक्शन held in March. So इसने receive क्या 6.77% in the vote. So this means that going into the Gujarat, Himachal election, the party already fulfilled the criteria for recognition as a state party in 3 states. So अब उसको required होगी 6% की वोट की. इधर हिमाचल और गुजरात to be recognized the 4th state. So which will qualify for its for recognition as national parties. So while AAP got only 1% vote इनको हिमाचल में मिला, where it virtually pulled out the race midway through the campaign, it's almost 30% vote in Gujarat is more than double what is required to be recognized as the state party there. That mandate in the 4 states मिल गई इनको. So one is we can say सबसे पहले मिली इनको दिल्ली, then उसके बाद गोवा, उसके sorry दिल्ली के बाद गोवा and then पंजाब and then Gujarat. So 4 states में है. So we can say that all these 4 states we can say it requires to be recognized the state party to the national party. सो अभी हमारे पास दिसंबर 2022 में अगर देखें तो इसके हिसाब से कितने नेशनल पार्टी हैं. सो एज ऑफ नाउ एशिया हैज रिकॉग्नाइज 8 पार्टीज आर नेशनल पार्टी, बट अभी 9th पार्टी हमारी बनेगी आम आदमी पार्टी. सो फर्स्ट बीजेपी, देन कांग्रेस, तृणमूल कांग्रेस, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी, मार्क्सिस्ट कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी, नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी एनसीपी, बहुजन समाज पार्टी बीएसपी, कांग्रेस, सगमा, नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी विच वर रिकॉग्नाइज इन 2019. और ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट की फर्स्ट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है, द फर्स्ट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया की फर्स्ट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. So once the official result of the Gujarat election are announced, so Aam Aadmi Party will become the 9th political party to be recognized as national party. So at present, how many national parties in our country? So we can say 9. सबसे लास्ट में कौन सी होगी लास्ट पार्टी विच विल बिकम ए नेशनल पार्टी? आम आदमी पार्टी. तो आम आदमी पार्टी सबसे पहले कौन सी हमारी पार्टी थी? दैट इज कॉनरेड सगमा नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी. सो नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी एनपीपी इज द second last national party before Aam Aadmi Party, right? Chalo. So guys, this is all about the session. I hope you enjoyed the session a lot, and make sure you have to make a very short and crisp notes on the given topic, and this is very probable have a chance to ask in the current affairs and questions and upcoming exams. So I hope you enjoyed the session a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. And stay tuned. If you are new in this channel, please do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you so much for joining with us. Bye bye and take care.